9:42, everybody. Jersey Boys, Wicked, Rocky, Groundhog Day, Into the Woods. This three-time Tony Award nominee has done quite a lot of theater. 14 Broadway shows, to be exact.
I had to read that again. 14 Broadway shows. You know where you can see this talented actor next? Moulin Rouge, the musical, where he steps into the role of the Duke of Moulin Rouge. Please welcome back Andy Karl.
Great to have you.
Show?
I know. You just said that out loud, and I was like, wow, I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
Dude, that's huge. People only dream of making a living on Broadway.
I love what I do.
Yeah.
And I especially love Moulin Rouge, the musical that I'm in right now. As the role of the Duke de Moulin Rouge, I am obviously like a financer of the Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
So I get to sit back and watch a lot of people perform on the stage. So I'm just like the audience watching it, and I'm blown away every night by this cast and by the show itself. It's really a thing of beauty.
Had you seen it prior?
Oh, yeah, I'd seen it a few times before that.
So was it part of I'm going to be on that stage one day, I want to do this?
I sort of had an idea about the role that I'm playing. I was thinking about it maybe one day, and then just something became available. I immediately called Alex Timbers, who directed this beautiful show. We did Rocky. That was one of those Broadway shows that's on that list. We did that years ago, and we discussed it and had a chit-chat, seeing if it was available, and it finally came to fruition. So I'm really happy to be a part of it.
What do you think about this show in particular, right? Because it's so immersive. We were talking about it in the commercial break. You know, it's not just a show you sit down in your seat and whatever. You walk in as an audience member and you know it's going to be something because you're just walking in. It's like a very sexy ambiance of the theater.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And they're playing this like house music. You kind of get in the mood. Maybe you're having a drink, a $50 wine or something.
But for you on the other side, right? For you on the stage, the $50 wine. We got to work on the drink prices. But for you on the other side, because it's a different experience for the audience, are you seeing a change in the audience reaction?
I think as far as going in as an audience member, that gets me right in the mood. I know Alex Timbers does this very well. He immerses people in his shows, and Moulin Rouge is one of those shows that works very well that way because once you hear the music that is about to kick in throughout the night, that's like over 70 pop tunes from Adele to Beyonce. I sing a Rolling Stones tune, so you're immersed in this vibe that you have with the show. So I think it's a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, doing 14 shows, we were talking during the commercial break, like, what do you like better, TV or Broadway? And I like that you said that you get the immediate reaction from the audience. With a show like this, what have the reactions been?
They're always outstanding. It's great to be a part of the audience as the Duke. He sits in a VIP box and watches a lot of the show, and I get to look at the audience every now and again and watch them enjoying it. The choreography in this show is intense.
So good.
It's so good. And at the beginning of the second act, when this big number finishes, the audience just goes bananas. And that's every single night.
Yeah.
And when you hear a pop tune that sort of like takes you back to how you feel.
I was going to say, does everyone sing along?
Yeah, you can sing along, at least in your head. And things move pretty fastly. That the audience is just having a good time. That's what I feel about this show. It is like the party show on Broadway. When you walk in, you are immersed in it, as we were talking about, and you really just enjoy the full evening.
Yes, but also, like, I don't want the person next to me singing the song, Calla.
But I mean, you have to get into it when you sing a song you know.
Respectful. I think
the person next to me was singing pretty loud, and I was like, okay.
I think you're just gonna have to get used to it with this show. It's one of those things where some people are coming in to have a good time. There's even a few seats in the front.
At least I'm not standing up with my leg kicking in the air.
Now please do that.
Would be totally different.
I've seen that
please
too.
Do that.
So I think that's the thing. People get into it and they have a good time.
I guess you've done a lot of musicals, 14, like we said. So when you throw in the pop music element to it, and you know that everybody kind of knows that music, I guess, does it alter you, or and how do you as a singer? Are you like, I'm a pop singer now?
I think it's just what they did with the show, and it's so clever how they weave the tunes in. It never feels shoehorned. We always are winking at the audience. The construct of the show is a sort of a play within a play, which makes you sort of like be, I can accept a lot of things, including these people that are dressed in 19th century clothes singing pop tunes. But I think that's a good mix that's happening on Broadway now. You look at Hamilton; they're all dressed in sort of deconstructed historical outfits while rapping. So. you know, I think we really, Moulin Rouge, the musical, really nailed it.
Yeah, good.
All right, you sold it. I'm making a date night.
Yes,
do
please
it.
come.
You should do it.
I guarantee I will give you your money back if you do not have a good time.
Do you find, I'm always curious, and I love that, like, matinee audiences are different. Like, what's the better show to go to as an audience member? Because I've gone to a few where I'm like, this audience is lame.
I mean, it's all a different experience, right? It's like if you're having a good time, the person is singing next to you, like when you went, then maybe you'll start singing as well. But if the person is having a good time next to you, some people just listen.
Yeah.
There's so much in the show that comes at you right at the top that some people are blown away. They just want to watch it. They don't want to do anything. So I think this show moves at such a pace, and the cast is so good, and we know this dedication for what we're singing and what we're saying. It just doesn't matter. Good time or no, we're having a good time.
Right.
If we're having a good time, you're having a good time.
I have to ask you quickly. You filmed The Equalizer, right, with Queen Latifah?
Yeah.
Correct.
And that was a reunion?
That was a little bit of a reunion,
Explain.
too. I've been around a long time. We did a movie called Joyful Noise back in the day with
Dolly
Parton and Queen Latifah, Keke Palmer, and Jeremy Jordan, another Broadway alum. That was many, many years ago, but we shot The Equalizer, and we had a great time doing that.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Great to have you here.
Thank you
Good
so
stuff.
much.
Go see Moulin Rouge, the
Come see
musical.
Moulin Rouge.
Yes, currently playing on Broadway at the Al Hirschfeld Theater. Boy George will return, by the way, to the production as Harold Zidler on March 28th.
Oh, there you go.